Hey, have you ever wondered why there's a piece of the UAE inside Oman, inside the UAE, and why there's this little fish stick looking part? Or why Guyana and Venezuela are fighting over this piece of jungle? Yeah, it's kinda useless. Like, there's nobody living here, like, what's the point? So why is there a chunk of the UAE in Oman, in the UAE? This thing inside Oman is called Nahwa, and this thing inside is called Madha. Well, we will have to go back to the 1930s. The Madanis decided to join Oman because it was the wealthier and had a stronger government. Meanwhile, Nawa decided to declare its allegiance to Sharjah, so they ended up in the United Arab Emirates. But now what about Musandam? We've got to understand that Oman had a pretty good negotiating power back in the day. It wasn't Omani Empire strong, but it had good power. But, well, not really enough. When Oman went to speak with the British, they did not have enough negotiating power to get the whole eastern coast of Arabia. That's why that northern western tip is so strange, yeah. Nuestra Guayana es efectiva, con razón y por derecho pertenece a la nación. The Essequibo is a territory in South America disputed by Guyana and Venezuela. To know why it's disputed, we have to go to the history first. We'll have to go back to the late 19th century when Spain was collapsing. Gran Colombia gained independence, and Venezuela had the Essequibo. Venezuela declared its independence in 1930 in the midst of Gran Colombia's collapse. But then came a problem. The British started intervening, and they didn't really like that. So let's fast forward all the way to somewhere in the 19th century. So they tried signing a pact called the Geneva Agreement, but that pact did not really go anywhere, and the dispute really was just left unsolved until Guyana's independence. And still to this day, it's still administered by Guyana, since, well, Venezuela kind of has bigger problems to deal with. Now it's the Tigray area. Administered by Guyana but claimed by Suriname, the border was first marked to go to the Coronite River, but the treaty was never ratified because of World War II starting and they got carried away. Until the 1960s, nobody really claimed this area until Guyana sent its troops to go and claim the area in 1969. Since then, the area has been occupied by Guyana. Even though Suriname's protests, they're kinda useless. With all these disputes combined, 81.5% of Guyana's land is disputed.